Let's talk about wigs, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing wigs. Now, I have got a fair bit of buzz cut content on my channel, but this isn't about buzz cuts, okay? This is going to be about wigs. It doesn't matter if you got buzz cut or if you got long hair and you just fancy a change, or whatever the reason. This is going to be just about wigs, okay? Now, it's not my first video about wigs, so I could, link that video for you at the end if I remember. But, today I'm going to be doing a bit of in all honesty, straight up here, I actually hate those videos where someone's like, oh my God, I got a haul and let's open it in front of you. I actually hate that stuff, but I'm doing one of those today. Bear with me, there's a reason. I recently thought, you know what, I really would like a new couple of wigs, okay? Because the ones I've got, love them to bits, but for me, and I think this is a bit unusual, but I like to give full-on personalities to my wigs. They all have their names and they have their personalities, okay? Weird, I don't know. Does anyone else do that with their wigs? I don't know, let me know if you do. Anyway, where I live now, I have seen two wig shops, and both of them, I'm going to have to word this really carefully because I don't want to offend anyone, really. Well, first of all, they're really freaking expensive. I think the cheapest wig I've seen there is 150 quid. And so that was a bit that's out of my price range for night out wiggy. I tend to spend no more than 30 quid on a wig, usually somewhere around maybe 25 British pounds I'm referring to here. But in these shops, they tend to be really expensive, even for a bog standard synthetic wig. And I think it's just because they've commandeered the market. But the styles seem to be only for the very whitest of white women. And they appear to be based on my grandmother's hairdo. So I'm guessing that the people that tend to shop there are people that maybe have either cancer or alopecia or something, or they need to, well, not that anyone needs to, but they want to kind of get their old hairstyle essentially. And as it is Spain, it's a predominantly white country, and I don't think they've quite tapped the whole market of wigs for fashion yet. So talking to a friend of mine who also wears wigs, and she said that she got wigs from Shein. How do you pronounce that? Well, it's a Chinese company, is it? So it's probably going to be Shein. I should have checked that before filming, shouldn't I? But never mind. I've been to China. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Shein. Shein. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't really care. If I'm wrong, it's fine. Correct me. Let me know. Well, don't correct me. Not oh, it's actually pronounced. But just let me know, because I'm not sure. But Shein. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to call it Shein. Now, for me, the jury's out on a few things to do with Shein. I might waffle on about that at the end of the video because I'm just not sure of it anyway. But I haven't done enough research on the company to know if it's a good company or not. I don't know, but I've heard some rumours. Haven't had a chance to properly look into it yet. Anyway, I will do that. But I went on there and I had a little look and I signed up. Awkward website to use, by the way, because the prices keep changing and it's really little pictures and there's not enough information and it's awkward as hell, but yet it's so popular. I'm presuming it's popular because the prices, rock bottom prices, these are crazy low prices. But in my opinion, I think, well, you get what you pay for maybe, but I'm willing to give it a go. So I had a little look. Now, I personally prefer lace front wigs, but there was not one, literally not one lace front wig that I could find on Shein. So I ended up getting ones that had the sort of the edging to them, the beading, which straight away made me go, not sure about this. So I decided to make sure that the ones I got had fringes, because if you have a fringe or bangs or whatever, then that's, makes it a little bit easier to cover up a dodgy front. So I ordered a couple and they've arrived and we're going to check them out. Okay, how does that sound? But I'm still really not convinced. But they were a tenner each, so let's see. Okay, let's open them up. Let's put our hands in there and dig for whichever one. Okay. Oh, okay. here we go. Right, wig number one. As I said, these are both about a tenner. I can't remember the exact cost of them. Quick delivery, considering we're in Spain and nothing is quick delivery here. Okay, this one I kind of thought, wow, I don't know. I wanted something that's like roughly close to my natural hair colour. And I found one that looked like, do you remember the Rachel hairdo? Okay, like as in Rachel from Friends, and everybody was always going to the hairdressers saying that they wanted the Rachel. Well, I really desperately wanted the Rachel back then, and I could never got it because we couldn't afford hairdressers when I was growing up. So my haircuts were always done by my mum's best friend, which is funny because now as an adult, when living in the UK, my haircuts are always done by one of my best friends. So yeah, it's okay. Like, considering the packaging's okay. It's come in a general bag. It's come in a little baggie here. Something to keep its form and protect it. Yeah, packaging's fine. Bog standard wig packaging, to be honest. Little net here. Let's try and take that off carefully. Ooh. Yeah, I'm noticing something already that I'm not keen on. Let's take the paper out first because it's going to make a lot of noise in the microphone. To keep its form. Yeah, lovely. Okay, right. Yeah, no, I've noticed something already that I don't like about it. Let's go for a poop sandwich. Let's go for the positives and then a negative and then a positive. Okay, right. Positive feels nice. Let me cut this label off because I don't want it getting caught. First thing I notice is, let's go like the good. Okay, it's been packaged nicely. I was kind of expecting it to come in a really bad tangled mess. It's not. It's like nicely kept. Ooh. And so that's really good. Where's my hairbrush? There we go. And so that's really good. It does look, well, I think it looks like the picture. I can't quite remember what the picture looks like. All I really remember is that it looked like Rachel from Friends. But yeah, it's got that sort of soft, natural ombre type look where it's more of a brown top going into a sort of blondie bottom. Yeah. But the ooh face I pulled is because I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see this or not, but here at the top, now they talk constantly on the website about how they match the colours of the inside, okay? They talk constantly about how they'll match it to the colour of the hair. However, I'm not sure if you can see that, but that scalp there, that is super white. That is so utterly white, okay? No one has a scalp that white. A snowman does not have a scalp that white. And I believe that that is going to really, really show. So, not convinced on that one. If you got, I mean, I'm mixed race. That's true. I have a natural light, very light tan. So that's way too white for me. But I think even if I wasn't mixed race and I was just pure-blooded white, I think that would still be way too white, okay? This is like whiter than English rose white, okay? Yeah. Okay, right. I'm going to just chuck this on and see how we go, okay? Let's just crack on. If you see me looking like away from you, it's because I'm looking at the mirror, because I've moved my mirror to, right over here, so I can actually see myself in the wig, because how on earth can I talk about a wig if I don't see myself? It's got all the usual features, by the way. It's got, like, you know, the adjustable straps and that sort of, you know, very bog standard wiggy features. Let's go straight for this one. Okay. Yes, I am a dip my head into my wig girl. I know some people prefer to slide it up the back, but I find it just sits more naturally if I just pop it. Oh my gosh! Oh wow. Oh wow, okay. That's a surprise. I'm surprised at how much. Wow. Sorry, I stopped mid-sentence there, didn't I? That was, wow. Oh my, I feel like a 12-year-old me is really excited right now. That is the Rachel all day long, isn't it? Oh my God, right, where's my Ross? This is amazing. Although I way prefer Chandler, I'm not going to lie. Oh, may he rest in peace, Matthew Perry. Oh, that makes me feel weird saying that. Sorry, I've got a friend with that name as well. Ooh. All right, yeah, okay, yeah, this is going to be a poop sandwich, definitely, because I love it. I can't believe I'm saying. I absolutely am hating this bit. I don't know if there's something I could do with that. Maybe I could get like a mid-brown permanent marker and like just draw that. I'm willing to try that. If anyone else has bought one of these sort of like cheaper type of wigs and you've tried that, please let me know if it worked for you. But I am, yeah. I don't know if you can see what I mean about these edges. Okay. But this is what I mean. So if this is not a lace fronted, ooh, about to headbutt my microphone there. This is not a lace fronted wig, and so you can see the edge, which is why I wanted to go for something with a fringe. Okay, but honestly, a 12-year-old me is so excited right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so exciting. Man, I'm wearing this girl out tonight, okay? Her name is officially Rachel and I'm wearing her out. Yeah, okay. Right. For a tenner, well done, Shein, because that is like, that's insane. It looks so real and natural. It's a bit on the itchy side, I'm not going to lie. I haven't bothered to put, you can put like for people who don't know about wigs, you can put like an inside like headpiece on to sort of, you know, usually it will be the thing that kind of keeps your natural hair in, because I don't have natural hair. I don't really bother very often. But this one feels like it needs it because it's kind of got, it's a bit itchy. But, oh man, I'm going to base an outfit based on her tonight and I'm going to go out with her on. I'll post a picture for you because it's just like, I'm loving this. Oh my God, I literally look like Jennifer Aniston. This is amazing. Okay, I don't look like Jennifer Aniston. She's like, wow. I tell you what, I am not gay, but if I was, it would be with her. She's amazing. She's such a girl crush. Anyway, okay. She is a winner. She is a winner. If once I've done my research on the company, if I think, okay, they're a cool company, I will link these. But if I do some research on them and I actually then find like, no, I'm not really on board, then I won't, because I'm not doing this as a click on it and I get the points, or I don't know, or, you know, whatever the affiliations and stuff they give. This is not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this purely because I needed a wig and flying all the way to Croydon is not going to happen. So yeah. Okay. Anyway, the next one I have named Jessica. And it's going to be quite obvious when I open her up why I've called her Jessica. I'm hoping it's going to be obvious anyway. Oh my goodness. Okay, again, same packaging. It's from the same company, so yeah, same packaging, straight out the plastic. And we have Very Well Kept. Here she is. She's a redhead. Jessica Rabbit, yes, okay. Oh, I feel like I'm a bit too excited now because the other one was so nice. I feel a bit like, oof, am I gonna have a 2 for 2, or am I gonna be disappointed? Well, they're from the same company, so I've got my fingers crossed. Right, again, remove this bit. I always keep these, by the way. I don't have wig stands. I did used to have wig stands years ago, but I don't have wig stands anymore. But I do always keep them as well kept as I can, and I always keep these to keep the shape. Okay, so I don't throw those. Okay, oh yes, let's just take the label out first. This is quite funny actually, because I actually have two of my really good friends here. One's called Rachel and one's called Jessica. So this is kind of hilarious really, that I've got a Rachel and a Jessica wig. Oh, she needs a bit of a brush, but I mean, again, she's come in good standing. She's certainly not like, she's not like tangled as hell or whatever, but she's going to need a bit more of a brush, I think, than Rachel. Yeah, okay, right. I'll do that off camera. I'm not going to bore you to death just watching me brush a wig. Oh, man, she is soft. She feels like, you know when you just come out the hairdressers, and, I mean, when I've just come out the hairdressers, I'm like, sorry. Buzz cut jokes. But you know when you just come out of the hairdressers and you just had a really good quality hairdo and you've like maybe had a new dye put in and then you've had that whole like massagey thing. That's what she feels like. She feels super soft and smooth. And she looks pretty realistic too. As I said, I'm going to do proper like care for her off camera. But let's just whack her on and see. Oh, let me just show you the inside first. She does also have that annoying bright white scalp as well, just like the other one. So that's a disappointment when wigs are for people with all different colours. It's just, this is disappointing. I think you should be able to click on at least give us a black, a white and a mid-range. Give us at least that much, you know. That's a disappointment for me, but okay, it is what it is, whatever. The inside, well, okay, it doesn't match the colour of the hair, but it's close. It's enough, it's fine, it's whatever. It is what it is. And it's got the same old, you know, adjustable straps and stuff. Okay, right, let's go for it, shall we? Let's go. Okay. Let's Let's get her where she should be on my actual scalp. Sorry. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I can't tell you what this is like because I can't see. I can't see a thing. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I can't see a sausage. Oh, okay. Hang on. Hang on a minute. She's, okay, right. From the pictures, I won't put the pictures up because that would be stealing pictures off of Shein. But from the pictures, she looked like she'd have a fringe up to here. And then these little, I think they're called bangs, the bits that kind of hang down the side, okay? But where the actual scalp bit sits properly on my head isn't in line with the hair, if you know what I mean. So, hang on. If I can't see. Oh, there we go. Right, for me to be able to see, I have to pull her too far back. And then she's not sat properly on my head. So now the scalp bit is like up here, which is not how it should be sitting. It should be sitting comfortably on my head, okay, which is like here. This is like the natural bit of where she should be sitting. But if I do that, I can't see because these bits are just straight in my eye and I can't open my eyes. Okay. Right, just to be, hang on. Oh, I can't see a sausage. I can't even move her out of the way because she's not supposed to have she's not supposed to look like this. She's not. Okay. But just so I can speak to you, I'm going to put her down the sides for now. Okay, right. Well, that's easily reparable. And if you think about it, I can give her a haircut. You can give wigs a haircut, you know. You can give them treatments. You can, actually you should give them treatments. But yeah, you can give a wig a good trim and a haircut. Just make damn sure that you don't go too short because obviously it ain't going to grow back. So I'm going to have to get her a trim, okay? I say get her a trim because there's no way I'll be able to master it. She'd look like this if I did it. So yeah, I'm going to have to give her a trim. Yeah, I might have to give her a trim and then give you guys my final thoughts on her because I can't see what she'll look like when she's done. But with my eyes closed, you might be able to see what she actually looks like. I can't see a sausage now. This is so weird. Oh, I think I look like an anime character. Do I? I don't know. Oh, I can't say. I think, from my limited visuals, I think she looks quite good. Jury's still out because I can't see clearly enough. So yeah, jury's still out. But I think she looks pretty good. I think she's a bit of a sex kitten, to be quite honest with you. Okay, cool. Right, I'm going to take Jessica. Oh, I'm going to take Jessica to Rachel's house and get Rachel to give my fringe a trim. And then once I can see, I might just give you a final thought. But I think she looks pretty good. I think. Oh, let me just move her back. Okay, yeah. All right, she looks freaking terrible when I move her back. Like, really terrible. She just doesn't sit comfortably at all. But I don't know. I'm loving the Rachel. The Rachel for me is like, that's a tenner. That was a tenner? I would have paid 25 for that and been very happy with my choices. But yeah, the Jessica. These are names I've given them. These aren't the names that they don't come with a name that says Jessica on it, no. Yeah, I'm going to give her a bit of TLC and a trim, okay? And then I will let you guys know. But I think it's a yes. Okay, so there you go. Anyway, my just quick social disclaimer here is that I don't know about the company Shein because I've heard some good things and I've heard some bad things. I've heard that they are not very good with their labour. But at the same time, I watched a documentary on it and the people that they interviewed seemed very eager to work for them and seemed to like the fact they were really regular income. So I'm not sure if it's just I don't know. Maybe it might just be woke society going like, oh, it's from China, therefore it's bad labour. I don't know because I'm not an expert. From what I saw in the documentary, which was supposed to be a negative documentary, it's supposed to be like, we're going to shed the light on what's going on in Shein. And yet the workers seemed quite eager to work for them. So I don't know. I know that certain other very cheap companies that have taken over the world recently, I know that they've been also under the spotlight for some bad bad labour situations, and also that some things, products and stuff, when they've been tested, have had heavy metals in, to my knowledge, and certainly not in the documentary that I watched did they talk about having metals that they shouldn't have in them. At Shein, obviously the very, very, very low prices for me are a bit of a warning sign, because if something's that cheap for me, after they've paid for, you know, shipping, and after they've paid for, well, all the other costs they've got to pay for, then I'm thinking, how much money does the other person get at the other end? Can't be a lot. But at the same time, I'm very aware that, I'm trying to be very careful not to name brands here, but there is a very well-known sports brand that is very expensive, and it's about maybe 50 quid a t-shirt. Some people might be watching this going, 50 quid a t-shirt? That's not expensive. To me, 50 quid for a t-shirt is expensive as hell. But that brand were hauled over the coals not that long ago, because it was found that they were paying their workers about 50p for a £50 t-shirt and 50p for a £200 pair of trainers. If you buy really expensive, well-known, well-established, decent brands for that amount of money and they're getting paid 50p per item, if someone's getting 50p out of a 10 quid wig, do you know where I'm going with this? Okay, so for me, jury's still out. I'm not saying that Shein is a good company. I don't really know. I'm impressed with what they sent me here. Would I continue? I'm not really an online buyer generally. I won't buy online for most things. This was purely because I couldn't get them where I lived, so it was online or nothing. So yeah, jury's still out. But please do feel free in the comments to let me know if there is something that you could like link to, some sort of either documentary or some sort of article that could kind of clear my mind socially of their practices. Either way, whether you found something that's like, these people, this company is like really negative, please don't use them, or whether it's like, actually though, they're totally okay, feel free, okay? Because as I've said many times on my videos, I like to make a conscious decision of these things, and I like to be informed. If I'm going to do the wrong thing, I want to know consciously that I'm doing the wrong thing and feel guilty about it. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to leave it with you guys there. As I said, I'll probably add a couple of pictures in of me actually like wearing these on a night out. But until then, I will leave you with that. Bye bye, my lovelies. I'll see you again soon.